Hi, this is Mike O'Brien. I'm the content manager for Multi-Channel Merchant and the program director for the E-Commerce Operations Summit. Talking today to Ivan Tchakaraov, who is the director of operations for Google Express, and want to hear about some of the things that Google Express is doing and Google kind of more broadly. So Ivan, the first thing I want to talk about is voice is obviously a big thing, voice assistants, Google Home, Alexa, etc., but it's much broader than that. So talk about not just what Google's doing, but kind of where you see voice going in terms of search, as well as the applications for e-commerce and broader things like that.
Yeah, so voice is going to be part of the intelligent assistant push. As in the past several years, the move was from desktop to mobile. Now it's going to be from mobile to intelligent assistants. And intelligent assistants will be AI-powered assistants that will be across a lot of your everyday life tasks. So what you'll be doing is you'll be seeing the intelligent assistant across, of course, home speakers like the Google Voice or Amazon Echo, but also on your phone, also across connected devices in your house, in your home and car as well. So intelligent assistant and voice interaction will be part of your everyday life. We believe that a lot of those interactions will be actually with voice. That's the natural way people communicate. And we believe that up to 30% of all search queries and all interactions will actually be happening on voice, including commerce.
Mm-hmm. And also on commerce, it hasn't been a huge adoption for that yet, but you see that coming. Do you have any kind of ideas about the adoption of it specifically for commerce, intelligent assistants and voice?
And it's very new. For example, Google launched Conversational commerce last year. So actually now on the Google Assistant, whether that's on your home speaker or on your phone, you can actually shop with voice. It's going to take a little bit of time for actually consumers to adopt it. And it's going to depend also on the use case. It's going to be difficult to actually shop through voice for apparel, for example. Mm-hmm. But for everyday shopping, like grocery and CPG items, that's going to become, I believe, the norm, because it's going to be so much easier to be in your kitchen and say, hey, I'm out of paper towels, or I'm out of bananas or avocados, can you add it to my cart? And once that cart is built, to say, hey, just purchase that card, and the intelligent assistant will know what are your store preferences, what are your histories, and how you can actually get to a point where you don't even have to think about it, and the intelligent assistant will be able to, we have this concept of zero-click cart, we'll be able to actually propose to you and say, hey, you're probably out of this, do you want to buy it? So for groceries specifically and CPG items, we believe the adoptions will be quite big.
So Shopping Actions is a new initiative from Google, and talk about the partners involved in that and where kind of you see that going.
Yeah, so Shopping Actions was just announced in March at Shop Talk, and it's really a program for Google to bring partners, our retail partners, a lot closer to the consumer. Of course, we have organic search and we have our ads product as well. However, this creates a bit of friction for the user experience, and the users are becoming more demanding, and they want to be able to very quickly actually transact on Google services. Google has a lot of services where we actually touch the end user, and we want to actually bring the transaction much closer to that end user, so we can allow our big partners like Target, Walmart, Costco, Ulta, and others to expose their inventory on Shopping Actions, retain their unique value proposition and their relationship with the customer, but allow for that transaction to actually happen on Google surfaces so that we can remove the friction from the overall user experience.
Mm-hmm. And something you just mentioned is a big part of it, the fact that they are able to keep their branding, their sort of relationship and experience with the customers, right? Because that's something that's so important to them and maybe gets lost in other venues.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. I mean, Google is not a retailer, we're just a platform. We're here to facilitate the connection between the end user and our merchant partners. And we have seen that there is a little bit too much friction when they're just coming to search for, on Google and then going over the wall and trying to figure out payment methods again and setting up accounts. It's going to be much easier if we enable that across the Google surfaces, again, by allowing the merchants to retain their relationship with the end user. And if the merchant has loyalty programs, for example, or accounts, we actually do account linking so that that relationship maintains.
Great. Thanks, Ivan. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.